Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Tuesday, they'll continue the road trip. Out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Bam Adebayo is out there with. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Reeves in at the 2 spot. And for the Warriors, Worthy out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Curry. Then there's Havlicek. And it's Smits in at the 5.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Curry's shot is off. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Here is Havlicek. The Mavericks making the shot. Worthy a screen on Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And the Mavericks with possession, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They were hustling to get in front of every play they could, always getting a hand in the shooter's face.
Now Havlicek, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Holmgren's got his second bucket of the night.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
The shot by Curry, no good. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Shot left block. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Golden State's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Havlicek, the pass to Smits. Down low, here's Worthy. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Pass to Doncic. Here's Flag. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
Outside Curry. A 3-ball. And it's Luka with the rebound.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Reeves. Offline with his 3. Warriors trail by 5. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Havlicek against Doncic. Now, here is Havlicek. D right on him. And that one, good.
Well, he is looking confident Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He could roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Only a small part of the season behind us, RJ, but an exciting time for teams that are exceeding expectations, surprising everyone.
And those teams are going to want to harness that underdog energy. The hardest part isn't getting off to a good start, it's sustaining.
Bucket number 3, he's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Back to Doncic. To the inside. No good with the fallback jumper. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
Just looking at the box score, you wouldn't think that they did enough to pull it out, but all the intangibles is where they won this ball game.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Knocks down the 3-ball.
About that exhale there, finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And the Mavericks with some changes. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now, here's Gaffney. Now, here's Ball. The kick out to English. Kennard for 3. Kessler with the rebound. Golden State's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. RJ is an elite 4-spacer. Luke Kennard has made quite a living.
Of his 9 years in the league, he's only shot under 40% from 3 2 times. And in both those years, he shot 39%. That's elite level consistency.
And the passing ball displays night in and night out is impressive. He takes pride in his ability to facilitate.
Now here's Allen. He has yet to score. Pass to Young. Shoots over Ball. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
Here's Ball. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Young's shot is off.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Now, here is Young. He's got 5. Here's Trapuka. Pass to Young. A 3. Again, Young missing. Kennard against Allen. And Doherty kicks to English. Floats one up. That shot is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Warriors ahead, up by 1. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
On the court for the Mavericks. Austin Reeves out there with Doncic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Doherty. And it's Flag in at the 3, the small forward.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here is Curry, following the three-pointer by Bam Adebayo. Havlicek outside. It's to Curry. The tray. Curry making it look so easy.
Oh, you can always count on Curry for a clapback triple.
In the corner, it's Flag. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Reeves can't hit. And Worthy has got it here for the Warriors. Curry passes to Siakam. He gets it in there. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Floats it up for Holmgren. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Curry. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And some consider Curry to be the greatest shooter of all time. And by some, I mean all. And he is capable of getting hot in a hurry.
The Warriors have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
So he gets them both. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screen. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player. And having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line, you think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Here's Curry after Luka Doncic's bucket. Right side Curry. Over Reeves. Curry can't get it to go.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Reeves finds Doncic. From deep. It's rebounded by Curry.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Green passes to Curry. Here's Smits, and here's Havlicek, guarded by Doncic. And there's Green on the assist from Havlicek. Green's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. While we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Warriors, 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
Here's Curry following the basket by Bam Adebayo. The 19-foot shot again, Golden State.
And guys, you got to know who you're guarding. You got to run the shooter off that sweet spot. And for Havlicek, that's anything in the mid-range area.
Now, here's Doncic. He had 13 points in the win against Denver.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Curry outside. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Mavericks trailed by 5. Doncic outside. Reeves with the screen for Doncic. Takes a 3. And it's Smith with the rebound. Smith has got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry with it. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. 6 to shoot. Worthy outside. Here's Smith. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Dallas has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Holmgren sets the screen for Flag. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And you see the explosiveness of Flag, the athletic ability giving him an edge inside.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Allen against Kennard. Allen up top. Still without a basket. A shot by Tripucka, no good. Outside, English. Over Worthy. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from English.
And English is the full package on offense. This guy can score from just about anywhere on the floor.
Here's Tripucka. His last outing, he had 8 points. And the Warriors miss again. And here is Ball. Pass to English. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. English has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Young looking around. Allen right side. Hits the jumper in space. And the Warriors lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Allen, that's good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Here's Tripucka. After the basket by Tony Allen. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Young. On the 3 off target. Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's English. James Worthy comes up with a rebound. And Worthy has got it here for the Warriors. Young outside. And the 3 ball is good. Young's got 8 points.
And most of the time, you expect Young's 3 ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Siakam is checked in for the Warriors. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. Bam Adebayo comes in for English. .114 left in the first half of basketball. Ball kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Flag. Outside, Ball. Kept alive. Here's Gafford. Oh, and the jam by Gafford.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Now, Flag after the missed 3 from Trae Young. And it's Ball in the corner. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. And Tripucka gets it to go.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Warriors lead by 4. And Allie LaForce has got something now for. Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a well, I don't know about you guys, but my eyes have been glued to this one.
Man, it's hard to even look away. This game has been neck and neck.
Neck and neck? Where'd that come from?
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even one as both teams try to gain an edge. Mavericks trail by 4, so with Williams on the bench. Here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Curry, Worthy out there with Green. Then there's Havlicek, and it's Smits in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Deflects the pass. Worthy with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Havlicek outside. Now Doncic to the paint. That's good from Worthy on the assist from Havlicek. Havlicek's got 3 assists now in this one. To the middle. Holmgren can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Reeves against Havlicek. Over Reeves. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
The 3 for Doncic. It's rebounded by Golden State. Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
And here's Adebayo outside. Gallus again missing.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Here's Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Doncic against Curry. And Doncic gets it to go.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart and kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Now here's Curry. 10 points for him. Here's Havlicek. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the Charities Fund. These guys were practically automatic. Number 1, Stephen Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Here's Adebayo. And it's Smith with the rebound. Smits has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Mavericks trail by 10. Inside, Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Doncic against Havlicek. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot.
Yeah, Green loves tearing your defense apart by making great passes and executing on offense.
Pass the flag. Back to Reeves. On the wing, Doncic. Three-pointer. Warriors with the rebound. Worthy's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Cooper Flag.
One of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
First one falls for him. Siakam is checked in for Golden State. Allen comes in for Draymond Green. Then for the Mavericks, Luke Kennard comes in for Flag. And it's ball in for Doncic. And both free throws good for Worthy. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Curry passes to Havlicek. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Outside, Ball. Adebayo with a screen for Ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Curry passes to Havlicek. Shoots from the elbow. And the Warriors miss again. Mavericks trail by 8. It's stolen by Allen. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Flag is checked in for Kennard. And Doncic is subbed in for Ball. Allen outside. To the middle. Here's Kessler. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Pass to Reeves. Reeves with the screen for Adebayo. Here's Flag. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Trae Young. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Trapuka. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
From about the extent of Adebayo's range, just far enough to keep the D honest.
Young outside. Siakam sets a screen for Young. It's stolen by Adebayo. Reeves, that's a 2-pointer. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And that's one of Reeves' go-to moves, that stop and pop.
Pass to Trapuka. To the inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Siakam's got his second bucket of the night.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
From the baseline, the shot by Adebayo, no good. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Young, an easy 2 points on the layup. And that's 10 points for Trae Young.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Doncic with it. Fires the 3. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for Dallas. Doncic out there with Austin Reed. Then it's Flag. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Holmgren in at the 5. Up top, Reeves. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Curry way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there'll be more in store.
And it's Adebayo in the corner. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Pass the Flag. A 3-pointer, no good. And here's Curry who brings it up for Golden State. Uncovered. It's rebounded by Dallas. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Green. Curry outside. Again, Curry missing. Mavericks trail by 11. Doncic looking it over. Adebayo against Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
And the Warriors making a change here. Worthy's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Outside for Curry. A 3-pointer is right on target. Curry's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Warriors. Here's Doncic. One's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Adebayo.
The orchestrator. Doncic knows where everyone is at all times and completely dictates the pace.
Here's Smith, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Reeves can't hit.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Outside Curry. Six on the shot clock. Outside Green. Shoots over Doncic. And it's Green. Missing. Mavericks trail by 12. Here he goes. And good that time. And that's now 7 points for Cooper Flag.
A guy with a strong build and handles. Flag makes his move and creates the space for the shot.
Here's Curry. Curry cooks him up inside.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
You see the touch Holmgren has down low. He's so comfortable attacking the rim.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Now let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And it's Smith's missing.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
So, great for Cooper Flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
And he makes the first. And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
That one is no good.
Well-rounded. That's the term you saw all over Flag's scouting reports. Everyone was attracted to a guy who looks like he is capable of doing it all and doing it at an NBA level with the proper development.
Outside, Adebayo. Flag sets a screen for Adebayo. Doncic outside. That one falls, coming off Adebayo's feet.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
Here's Curry with the three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Adebayo with the screen on Havlicek. And there's the dunk.
Big time from Bam. This guy's played in the finals, so Adebayo knows how to handle the pressure.
Green with a screen on Doncic. Here's Curry. Green outside, puts up the three. Doncic there for the rebound. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. For three.
Mark of desperation.
Curry looking it over. Beyond the arc. And down goes the three.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Doncic against Curry. Oh, and he cannot get the layup.
Well, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
There's the jumper. Nice one.
You see players around the league trying to copy Curry's one-motion shot, but there's only one step.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Here is Doncic. Adebayo with this screen on Curry. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
Up top, Havlicek. Guarded by Doncic. Havlicek left side. 4 on the clock. Draymond. And he misses the J. Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. That's in there.
And look who shows up in the play. The readiness of Adebayo. Paid big time.
Free throw good. Adebayo. Here's Curry. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nice take from Curry. Leaves it in off the window.
Once again, Curry, this man has made a living out of big shots like this one.
Holmgren with a screen on Havlicek. Now Flag. Shoots the 3. Green rips down the board. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And here are the Mavericks now.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Green rips down the board.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForest has got something for us.
Trey, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight. How satisfying was it to get this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win. At the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Thanks, Trey, guys.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you, and now about a third of the way in. The season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, BA, it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. Well, you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
Well, look at the starting group here for Denver. Jalen Williams is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then there's Danny Green. And it's Suggs in at the point. And here is Williams. He really had an off game against the Mavericks. Pulls it. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Embiid, the screen on Suggs. Here's Rose. Sweet little floater.
How about the touch right there, guys? I mean, when Rose gets a chance to go with the floater, he takes advantage of it.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back to you, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Rose. Here's Bargnani. No good on the three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Brown passes to Suggs. Drummond, the screen on Rose. Suggs outside. 5 on the clock. Pass to Green. Shoots over Hill. And it's Green missing. And the Cavs with possession. Going into the offseason, Clark, a priority for the Nuggets was adding depth.
Jokic himself bluntly made it clear that's what they needed. Denver was worn down by the end of that OKC series. You could see it. And depth was a strength for each of the conference finalists.
Outside, Brown. To the paint. And Drummond with the jam.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
Embiid, a screen on Suggs. Here's Rose. Softly drops in the floater.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Brown with it. Pass to Drummond. On the wing, Suggs. Guarded by Rose. Up top, Brown. Bargnani pulls it in.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
When Rose is attacking, guys, I mean, the defense has to act. He puts them on their heels.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the evening. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And so Rose knocks them both down.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
Outside, Green. Denver moving it around. Outside, Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
The first free throw is good.
And when you talk about do-it-all kind of players, Jalen Williams quickly jumps to mind. And the scary thing is, he's only going to keep getting better.
And Williams drops them both. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Wade. And a nice finish on the layup.
Clearly, Wade knows how to make the most of an inside look, capitalizing on a high percentage chance there.
Suggs, the pass to Brown.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Williams. And again, it's Denver missing. Rose, the pass to Mariani. And it's good. 2 points.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Pass to Drummond. Suggs outside. Drummond, the screen on Rose. Back to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Here's Wade. Out to the right wing. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Denver. Left side, Green. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Boy, Green showing us another layer of his game right here. I mean, I like to see him attack like that on occasion.
Outside, Hill. Back to Rose. Bargnani, pass to Rose. Here's Wade, beyond the arc. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Wade's got 5 now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You've got to be tougher defensively.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And we've got a line change for Cleveland. All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. 4th, the Nuggets.
And they, of course, have a style of play that is all about physicality. I mean, they love to embrace the contact out on the court, but the possession game for them is always pivotal.
Pass to Brand. Here's Bird from the arc. Fires in the triple.
At the arc, Bird can be just devastating, especially when he gets into a nice rhythm.
Rubio passes to Markkanen. And he's going for the oop here. It's stolen. Pass to Starks. Now here's Claxton. Defense is right there. To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Keeping things plain and simple in the screen and roll. Brand, excellent execution.
Here's Petrovic. Dort defending. Out to Rubio. Porzingis sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Rubio, no good. And it's Dort with the ball for the Nuggets. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
Now here's Rubio. Still no points. Outside Porzingis. Fires from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I think you've got to run Porzingis off of his shots. I mean, you can't let him get comfortable because he'll knock him down.
Inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Pass to Finley. It's hauled in by Brand. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Bird. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Here's Finley. And it's Bird with a rebound. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. Here Starks. Offline with a 3. Here's Petrovic. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Nuggets on top, up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
They've got Derrick Rose, and it's Bargnani in at the 4. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Wade. Tries a 10-footer, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Nuggets lead by 3. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Now here's Brown. Still without a bucket. Here's Wade over Suggs. A quick shot there. It's off target. Outside, Brown. Pass to Suggs. Down low. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Rose with the bucket. Rose has got 8.
With his bounce and body control, easy to see why Rose is aggressive there.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Change here. Drummond's checked in.
In for the Nuggets, number 0, Andre Drummond.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Williams looking around. Drummond with the screen. Brown passes to Drummond.
Already a second foul, just something to keep in mind.
Here's Williams. Six to shoot. And there's Drummond. That one's good. On the assist from Williams. Drummond's got 6. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
It really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Denver leading by 3. Williams misses.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Green, the pass to Williams. And it's stolen by Rose. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. An easy 2 on the layup. And it's now just a 1-point Denver lead.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
To the middle. Here's Drummond. Uses the glass on the layup. Drummond's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Embiid from outside. Drummond grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Back to Williams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Now it's a 5-point Denver lead. Pass to Wade. Now here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
I got pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
Green, the pass to Suggs. Drummond, the screen on Rose. Pass to Drummond. Hill with the steal. Driving to the basket, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Inside Hill can be a problem, finding a way to get around the defense and score the ball.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Dort outside. Pass to Bird. This one for 3. Nails it from 3. Bird's got 6.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Now here's Markkanen. He's scoreless. Shot clock at 6. Outside Rubio. Fires it from 18. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bird, that's good. And it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
And you know, in the painted area, Bird has a variety of moves. Can take you either direction and finish with either hand. He's a nightmare to defend, and believe me, I woke up in sweats many a time dealing with that guy.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Brand with the board and hoop. He's a monster on that glass.
Here's Rubio. Denver getting their last shot to go. Here's Petrovic. The Nuggets lead by 8. To the inside. It's intercepted. Pass to Hill. Outside Rubio. Markkanen outside. And here is Hill. Here's Petrovic. Gets the 3 to fall.
If you ask me, I think Petrovic is clearly one of the best three-point shooters in the world. So good from deep.
Starks the pass to Dort. A minute 6 left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Starks. Lets the three fly. Here's Drummond. That one is off. Good D by Porzingis. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Petrovic. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Starks the pass to Brand. Here's Dort. 30 seconds left in the first half of this game. Brand misses. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Perfect execution from Porzingis.
And guys, they know he's going to finish off the lob in style. Porzingis and his teammates connecting on target.
Here's Starks. Yet to see a basket. Dort outside for 3. Knocks it down from distance. And the Nuggets lead by 4. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Nuggets ahead. They lead by 4. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Jalen, a strong defensive effort thus far. What do you guys need to improve on in the second half?
To be honest, it could be a little better. We could all be a little better, especially me. Made a little bit of mistakes in the first half, so second half we got to clean it up.
You set the bar high, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Hey, folks, let's kick this halftime show off by checking out the Players of the Week. What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
Finally, we're giving props to a big. Enough of these little dudes winning MVPs and awards. Basketball is for my guys, the tall dudes.
Yeah. Bigs never win anything in the NBA. And moving on to the Cavaliers' first half. It's a close one through 2 quarters.
Look at the rebounding numbers. I'm surprised they've stayed this close. They're not cleaning the glass. It's more like they're fogging it up.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 4 on the court for the Nuggets. They've got Williams. Suggs is out there with Danny Green. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. So it's Denver now, following the score by Cleveland. And here's Brown for 3. And Brown knocking down the triple.
And, you know, we've seen Brown accept more responsibility over time on offense, including taking these quick shots.
Wade, the pass to Rose. Down low. Just 5 to shoot. And Embiid throws it down.
We all know how Rose can score the ball, but sometimes I think we dismiss how good of a passer he is.
Suggs finds Green. Now Brown. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Bargnani. Back to Rose. Hill with a screen on Suggs. From deep, Rose. Rebounded by Denver. Drummond's got rebound number 7 tonight. And it's Green off the drive. On the wing, Suggs. Williams up top. 6 points for him. And Drummond with the jam.
There are a few men in the league that attack the glass as well as Drummond does. He's almost unstoppable chasing down second points. He's a tenacious and ferocious offensive rebounder.
Floats one up, and Rose with the layup. Rose has got 12.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Okay, everyone. Look who's running onto the court. Your Cavs powerhouse dance team.
Claxton, he's checked in for Drummond. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. The Nuggets, number 1.
It was a joy to watch these guys play. Constant ball movement and player movement. Defenses were worn out by the end of games.
Denver leading by 3. Outside, Green. Here's Brown. Oh, okay. We see you, Jalen. Strong in traffic.
Brown is so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball handle. You gotta love how clever he is with the ball.
Unloads. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Pass to Suggs. Over Rose. Claxton. It's good on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Now here's Hill. Here's Bargnani. 3-pointer off the mark. Outside, Williams. Back to Brown. Puts up a deep 3. That one doesn't drop.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Here's Wade. He's got 5. Out to Rose. Fires the 3. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Rose has got 15.
It was once a weakness, his outside shot, but for Rose now, he's lethal from outside. He's worked really hard to become so.
Suggs, the pass to Williams. Now here's Brown. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
Free throw good. Brown.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
Now here's Rose. 15 points in the game. Embiid, a screen on Suggs. Rose, the pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Pass to Bird. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. They set the pick. Here's Rose. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And that one's good. Green.
Nice fluid motion there on the catch-and-shoot jumper from Green. You can't rush that shot. You got to be smooth with it, and he is.
Here's Wade. 5 points in the game. Clock at 6. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Wade's got 7.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Wade. 7 points in the game. Brown with some nice D. And Denver pushing it up now. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Time to get out, man. On their way to the floor is your Pass Through Coach Squad. Here comes for the Pass Through Coach Squad. Let me get some more.
Here's Finley. No points yet.
2 minutes.
Rebounded by Green.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Dort outside. Pass to Brand. And stolen by Porzingis. Fast break, Cleveland. And he bangs it home with one hand.
You like a lot about Michael Finley, but what I like most is his aggressiveness at the offensive end.
Here's Brand. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. It's Dort on the wing. Out left to the wing. Clock at 4. Here's Starks. Off the mark there with a 3.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Rubio. Here's Petrovic.
Blocking foul call on against Dort. First team foul.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Rubio looking around. 5 to shoot. Pass to Petrovic. Oh, he drains the 3, and he'll go to the line for one more. Lou Dort picks one up. Drummond passes to Brand. Denver moving it around. Launches it. And it starts missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Markkanen sets a screen. Pass to Finley for the lead. Tacked on the shot, and that'll send him to the line for 3. They'll pin that foul on Danny Green. These are his first free throws of the game. That one drops. He ties it up. And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. Three-quarters of play and a close one here. Cleveland on top, up by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Joel Embiid, and it's Rose in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Bargnani, pass to Wade. Here's Bargnani. Pass to Rose. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Now Brown. The three is up. It's hauled in by Hill. Here's Wade. Green covering. They get it again. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Rose outside. Shot clock at 5. Launches a three.
Well, that is great defense from Suggs. He's got all the tools to lock you down and lock you up.
Here's Williams. And there's the rejection. To the wing on the left. Inside. And stolen by Green. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. And Williams punches it home.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Brown following the score by Cleveland. Drummond, the screen on Rose. Suggs, the pass to Drummond. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Rose. There's the screen. And the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty.
You know, this is what Rose does best to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense with unbridled ferocity.
Drummond, the screen on Rose. To the paint. Outside for Green. Takes the three. Bargnani pulls it in.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Back to Hill. Here's Bargnani. Williams defending. Rose against Suggs. Rose with the bucket. Rose has got 23.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Inside, here's Drummond. Shoots over Embiid. The shot by Drummond, no good. The Cavaliers lead by 4. The shot's good.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Brown scanning the floor. Right side, Williams. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 5 assists tonight. Here's Wade.
Wade is simply one of the very best in the league at drawing fouls.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
And so he hits both.
When you think about it, Dwayne Wade is just a winner. A guy any coach would love to have playing for him.
Outside, Williams. And here's Brown for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
Count that one.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Outside, Williams. Denver moving it around. Pass to Brown. Down low. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Tell you what, that was a power play by Drummond there. He's made a career out of stress testing the rim.
Here's Wade. Here's Bargnani. Williams defending. Out to Rose. And the three-pointer goes. Rose has got 16 points here in the second half.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
And Allie, thanks.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
And that's in.
You know, it's the muscle and size of Embiid that allow him to score through contact.
Andre Drummond, the personal third team foul. At the line for Cleveland, Joel Embiid, shooting 1.
Trail by 11. The Cavaliers making a switch here.
Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers, number 12, Drazen Petrovic.
Hill against Brown. On the layup.
Rough start for him for sure. He needs to make a shot just to gain some confidence.
Now Embiid. Oh, he cannot hit. Outside, Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Brown gets the inside finish.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
It's off. And Brown has got the ball here for Denver. And there's 1:38 left in the game. Oh, he jammed it.
Everything the big man does is working right now. It's Andre Drummond's night. Keep that ball coming to him.
Now here's Rose. Drives to the hoop. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Embiid. It's stolen by Drummond.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Now Embiid. Ooh, using two hands to power it down.
Well, he's experienced at running screen and rolls, isn't he, guys? I mean, Rose is a pro at picking the defense apart in pick and roll situations.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. Nine-point game. Green fires. No good from three.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
They set the screen. Oh, missed on the tray. Brown with it. Picked up by Embiid. Now Suggs fires the three. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Suggs adding another big play to his resume. Incredible.
And so they foul intentionally. And And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know what? We've recently been able to watch them different roles here. I mean, a better, more efficient, more confident player. Man, I love seeing that.
Now here's Brown. Outside Williams. Jacks up a three. Embiid there for the rebound. Now Rose. So it's Cleveland winning this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.